Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Homeless, you are first today. It's nice to see. I think that's what, 2 days in a row? Oh. Hi, Sophie. All right. Well, let's get a few things going here. I need the music on. All right. And Sophie treat. So, let's see if it works today. Switch. Maybe. There it goes. Okay. For Sophie treat now, we made it so that you can see her a little better with it, right? There we go. Taller, good morning. How are you doing today? News-wise, it was nice. Yesterday I played WoW for a couple hours, trying to get back into it, right? Because coming up on the 2nd, which is Monday of next week, is the actual release of the new expansion, right? And I'm looking forward to it because we have early access, so we'll be playing it, I think, probably on either Friday night and then most of Saturday and Sunday. So looking forward to it. Taller, you're super proud. What are you super proud of today? I was messing. I kind of broke the game a little bit, but it's a temporary thing. But I think I can fix it out, right? All right, let's open the web whiteboard and see how close we are to getting a new room. We got about 8 minutes left. All right. So, Taller, you made a spreadsheet. Oh, okay. For your characters. In the past, I managed to write custom scripts for it. So it pulls item level as well as raid and Mythic Plus. Progress from Raider.io. Nice. That's some database management there, right? All right. We're going to work on more visual stuff today, trying to clean it up. We do want to try to come up with a new tile for the floor, right? It was suggested to try to make it something like crazy like this, but I don't think it'll be as nice as this. It certainly won't be, right? Because this is particle interaction with the floor. We're not going to have that, but we are going to try to make it so it's a little bit nicer look than just the plain gray slate style wall floor, right? But on top of that, we have some enemies that we want to work on. That kind of stuff. We only have our level 1 enemies done. We need at least 10 level 2s and then like 10 level 3s, right? So we'll be working on more visual stuff today. And it's Monday. So what is everybody doing today? Oops, I closed that browser. There we go. What else is going on? Last night, Jeepin was playing Call to the Land for a while. I think she's starting to enjoy that game. And I think that's kind of it so far, right? But we can drop over and take a look at what I was working on yesterday. So let's switch to here. All right. I added a new room, right? So it now goes from the initialization room to the start room. We are going to try to work on some of the stuff in here, right? Because we want a new designed room. But, let's run it. Take a look at it. I added the start room, so it has a little bit of a menu, right? So wait for OBS. Okay, so OBS sees it, right? I need to finish cleaning up some of this. The chains are there, but I like to give them a slight, I think, gray look around it. So we're going to work on that. But this is it. I'm just calling the game the Escape, and we have a start button. We can click it. You brought into the initial room where stuff happens, right? This is the intro and why you're here and all that, right? But for right now, none of that's there, and we go into this portal. I did create a bug. So when you come in here, the HUD disappears, so you have to turn the lighting off. But we now have portals that show up for the enemies. And these are all the level 1 enemies that we did yesterday. Right? So, I don't know, we'll go up. This is the menu system. Oh, we can't afford anything yet. That's fine. This is the mini map. But we're going to go to next round. So you'll see all the portals show up, the red ones. And I think we need to adjust that too. It's a little bit hard to see that it's coming, like the portal's coming down versus going up. Right? Like this one, nice and slow, we can see it working. It's moving upwards. But that's kind of where we're at. Yeah. I got to fix my, the depth layering on some stuff. I kind of messed it up. That's all. All right. But that's kind of where we're at with some stuff. I don't 100% know. All right, so I think we need to draw, and I put them in here. Oh, that's not it. Where did I put the depth? Oh, it's right here. I think we just need to make manager like a little bit higher level. It's showing it at like 0. But let's make a... Let me see if this works. I'm going to get this. Call it manager. Let's set this to negative, like 1,000, right? So, all right, we're gonna run it. Oh, wait, I need in here, I need all the managers should be moved up to a higher level. So then we're going to run it. All right, let's try it. No, didn't like that. Because now the portal doesn't work. All right, so this lighting thing is definitely, oops, causing some problems here. All right, we'll put them all back to here. I don't think the camera needs to be up there, right? The camera can probably stay where it was. Like, these need to not be locked. I want this to be back to 0. Maybe if we just move, oops, these two. And let's see if that works. No. Okay. Well. All right. It's definitely the lighting system. For now, let me go back to these. We'll take these back out, put it back in here, and we're fine. It's working okay here, right? But when I switch rooms, the lighting system has stopped working a little bit, and it's a depth layering issue. It's just going to take some time to figure out because, like, it's not showing up properly, but you can see it over on the side. But if I turn that off, I see everything. All right. Everything else is okay. What? We need to work on some level 2 enemies today. So, sprites, actors, enemies. Let's make a new group. Call it level 2. Level 1. And we need a level 3. All right, we have 11 enemies for level 1. But now, we need to spend some time and work on some level 2 stuff. But also, how's that look? All right. Let's open up animation stuff first. Actually, let's look at the 2 portals. So we have enemy portal and player portal. This is at a 6. And that's what it's doing. This is the one below it, also at a F6, but it seems to be coming down faster. So, and I wonder if it's just because I have too many things there and you can't tell which way it's going. I think so. Right? Let's look at this. I think there's just too much going on in it. So how do we want to fix that? So 1, 2, right? 1. Oopsies. 1, 2, 3. Then we go to 4. Maybe we'll just 1. Get rid of some of these extras. Like that. With this, it'll go like that, maybe. And then we have the full beam. And then this smaller group. I think what we'll do is delete that. Move it up like this again and start in the middle. Go 1 to 2 to 3. So 1, 2, 3. More shows this, and then 1, 2, 3. All right, let's capture the whole thing again. Let's come in here. We'll delete them all. We'll paste. All right, that'll work. Then let's do convert to frames. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. This is what, 75? Close, close. Oops. Okay. Let's convert it. This is at 5 frames still. I mean, I think it's okay, right? I don't know who's around taller. What do you think? If you're still there. This portal is meant to represent someone beaming down, right? So we have like 1, 2, 3. It comes down. Then we have the big beam, and then it drops again. Right? Because this is the up one. All right, so let me try to make these a little bigger here. All right, we have that one, and then we have this one. Let me try to get these beside each other. No, stay up there. All right. So the red is for down, right? The blue is up. Yeah. So it's a spawn animation. Yes. The blue is for the player. At the end of the round, you go into it and you're being teleported somewhere else. So that's why it looks like it's going up, right? The red is supposed to be beaming in the enemies, like teleporting, right? So you teleport in an enemy. So that's why it looks like it's coming down, because they're coming into the room. And I think I added too many little things to it. The long frame on 4 to 6. Okay, so let me change that. There we go. We'll put it back. Is it the second? Like, I added more dots onto this, right? Originally, I was just trying to make it so that it was the Damn it. The opposite, but that didn't work. I could try it again. All right, so we have like frame 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, and it might be these 3 that are causing some of the problems. How does it look if you just mirror the particles above the portal for 1 frame as the 5th frame? So we have this, right? That's the 5th for wait, 1, 2, that's the 4th frame. 5 is just kind of hovering there, and I think that might be part of the problem, right? Because here, well, this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, wait, this is 6. This is the 6th frame. So yeah. There we go. All right. We have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. How does it look if you double the 4th frame? All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we switched that, right? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That's 5. Because over here, it looks the same. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this frame, how does it look if you double it? That was the one that I made to... Well, we fixed the lat, like the doubling, right? So it's no longer going for 2 frames, it's just 1 frame. If I mirror the duplicate. All right, so if we go into it, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it might be just going from this to this. I don't know. Right? Maybe this doesn't need as many dots in it. But this is the frame you're talking about. So if we duplicate it, 1, 2, and we copy this one, cut it out, and mirror like that. So now it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? I feel like it doesn't look like it's all still coming down, right? So in the middle here, the red kind of looks like it's going, the dark red looks like it's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think that might be the issue, right? The red is the problem. Because we're here, and then it looks like almost like it reaches up to it. There. To there. And we could throw one more in between these two. I think so. I mean, I think it can, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. To there. And maybe I just have too many bright red ones, like the dark red ones, maybe. I think that's kind of it, right? How does it look? Let me pause it. If you color the 3 highest dark red ones in the 6 frame. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To bright red. So if we take this. Like that. It looks weird, right? I just can't pinpoint it. I can't pinpoint what is currently with that. Although the music, the chiptune music right now that it's playing, that little repeating pattern was matching the portal pretty good. All right, so I don't know. I think so. We have 1, 2, 3. And maybe 3 should not be solid red down here yet. Or not as much of it. How's that? I still feel like that frame is kind of causing some of the issue, right? So we're here to there. Maybe it doesn't need as long of things, right? And two, three. Let's go like that. Maybe delete these corners. All right. No. Considering the animation should play from top to bottom, yes. Basically, you shouldn't at any point in time have particles floating in the middle. Well, if it's ending, though... Okay. Let's... So we have articles up top, particle coming down to here, and maybe we copy it, flip it like that. So 1 to 2. To 3. So 1, 2, there to there. All right, so we have bright red up top, kind of, right? And that's what I think I'm trying to almost avoid is the splash look. We have red coming down. We got red here. I think that's getting a little better, right? I don't feel like it's splashing back like you're saying. That's a good term, by the way. I feel like it's now coming down in a more steady look. Yeah, I think it's starting to look better, right? Oh, all right. I thought it was working. Because I don't know. I think it's starting to look better though. Right? I feel like the coloring is going with it and it feels like it's still coming down versus that. So I still like the idea of the 6 frame though. Oh yeah. Okay. How's that look? I made it so there's that 1 pixel space here on the bottom. Yeah. All right, let's see what it looks like in the game, right? I mean, it's one thing to see it here, but another thing to see it in the game. Okay. I also put this menu in to pause the game for a moment so that OBS has time to see it, and then we can play it. I need to turn off the light system. All right, so here's the up one, right? So we go in. I mean, I think it's better. And it just may be the way it is for right now. You don't see them very long. So it's not a big deal. Like, you see these ones more because you have no enemies and that kind of stuff. The other ones are fairly quick. Yeah, I think we'll leave it. I think it'll be fine for right now. That's all. Yeah, it didn't really stand out this time. I think it's fine. So we need, where was that? That was here. Where's my workspace? Now that I had edited these, I need to do the 1, 2. That's kind of accurate. I mean, we'll leave it for the time being. Yeah, exactly. Don't touch it till we think it's broke again. Right? All right. We want to... All right, we're going to bring some of this back over here. This was just raised up one. I want to make sure that I have the same ones, right? So we're going to get rid of these middle 5. And then we'll bring them back over. Holy cow, it was blending together. Q, welcome in, community. How you doing today? You totally did blend together. Yeah, you have the same icon, same color. No. How rude. Yes, it's Monday, so we'll just call it that. So now I'm looking back through the conversation to see how long I was ignoring you. Okay, so it wasn't real long. It was just a couple messages. Yes, Staller made a few of the weapons, and we were working on the portal this morning for the enemies, right? All right, whoops. Let's bring this one back. We'll copy it over. There we go. All right. Let's 2. Coming here to 3. We changed some of the coloring to give it more.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Have a happy landing. Unless. Right. What are you? So Q, what are you up to today? There. All right, so we have like 2 left, and then we should be good. You're probably playing Power World. Yes, I've been watching you play it. I'm glad you really like it. It's a fun game, right? And you started building a massive tower. Nice. Oh, when they first came out and people tried to build towers and stuff, the pals were getting stuck in them all the time because they couldn't pathfind to the top. They have fixed a lot of that. It's not entirely Pokemon ripoff. I mean, Pokemon took stuff from, was it Dragon Age? So, I mean, you get ideas and inspiration from everything, right? I mean, Pokemon just took it from, I think it was Dragon Age, right? Yes, and they have inspiration. So there are pals that look like Pokemon. But yes, the games are completely different mechanics and style. And I don't think Pokemon is going to win the legal battle still. So it's changed a couple ways things have to work, but I don't think it's gonna continue holding it. Pokemon lost the patent lawsuit. Nice. Okay. Oh, I didn't hear if they did or not. Whoops. Did what is it? Pocket pair? Okay, so no, the Nintendo and the Pokemon company have not lost their patent lawsuit against Pocket Pair, created as a Power World as of early this year. However, they suffered a setback in October 25 when the Japan Patent Office rejected a related patent pending application due to prior art, which may weaken their legal standing. Okay, so even Japan said no to Pokemon. But it looks like the legal battle is still going on with it. I think they only won the you can't summon from the spherical objects. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that changes a few things with it. But, you know. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 left. So we're on 5. And our 6th one. And we'll put that back here. All right. So this is our portal now. this portal is coming down, right? So it is spawning the enemies into the room. I think we have the coloring looking okay. So I think it's good. Q, you think that can patent a game mechanic? True. If they win, I guess you can. Causes tons of problems. It does. It causes problems. I know. They tried to patent the summable companions, which was a very bold move. I don't think. I think that's one of the ones they're not allowed or can't do because that's in too many games, right? You want community. You want to patent the game mechanic of a person getting inside of a 3D vehicle to transport the player somewhere. Excellent. I think that'd be great. Yep. All right. Anyways, I think our portal looks a little better, right? And maybe we should look at this one a little bit because this is our up. So maybe we'll pause it. And duplicate that. And let's do the same thing with this. Let's cut it. Mirror it. There. All right. So I think our portals are looking better. We're going to run it again in the game. Yeah, that would be like the end of Yu-Gi-Oh!, WoW Hunters, Warlocks, Magic the Gathering, any of those, right? Dragon Age. All right, let's turn off the lighting. Okay. Teleports us here. Come in. Let's go back in here. I think that's looking okay. So I think we'll just leave it for now. And unless it's blatantly broken, we won't need to touch it, right? But we can work on that again at a later point. Yep. We won't. Hi, Soph. All right. Let's... Which means I can get rid of this portal here. or at least what we'll do is, I don't like this solid purple thing inside it anyways. There. All right. It's been an hour, so ads are going to be going off here in about a minute. When they do, I will be taking a beer right back. I need some more coffee. And then we're going to come in here. We're going to try to clean up my little totems here again. And we're going to work on... Where is it? The menu, right? I need to finish cleaning this. I want the chains to maybe have some gray on them. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. But the totems need a little bit of work. And then we need to work on some enemies for the player. Oh, as well as also working on another UI room. Right? All right. It'll be good stuff. It'll be fun. For the blue portal player, how would it look if you make it faster? Well, they're about the same speed, so I have the speed set somewhere in here, which is causing part of the problem also. Right? Because like if we go to here, this is set to 5 frames and that's 6 frames. So it's actually meant to be faster, but it's not. Portal. I wonder if it's this. Let's speed this up. There are the ads. We'll come back in a minute and check this out. So hang tight. I will see everybody soon. Grab some coffee if you can, and we'll get back to it. So be right back. Okay, we're back. All right. What were we working on? Oh, yeah. The speeding. Let's set this to like 0.6 and see if that speeds that up, because I think I slowed it down by right here. Come on, OBS. Here we are. I may have made it worse too with adding that extra frame into it. Same speed. Yeah, it looks it. Let's come back in here. Let's just make it 1. So it should be its natural speed. Actually, let's undo it. Let's see if it picks it up from the sprite. Okay, it's faster. It's now set to the speed of the sprite. Yeah. Although now I can see a little weird shift in the colors. So we're going to mess with the blue one now. One, two, three, 4, 5. It was that. Here to here. Does it need this one? Yeah, I don't think it does either. All right, I took it out. We'll run it. Check it again. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine. Our arrow here could be smaller. So if we make that like 24. That's a little bit with the arrow. The arrow looks weird, but it's fine for right now. That one won't stay that way, though. It's fine. It's off-center, yeah. It's off-center. Oh, no. All right, we're going to fix it. All right, that's the arrow, right? Let's change the size again. Let's make it a height of only 16. How's that? Then we'll fix it. So here, you like the old arrow? No! Too late. We're fixing it. What about like that? I don't know. All right, let's take that. Let's go to this one. We'll move it up a little bit. There. All right, let's run it. See what it looks like in game. Maybe we just need a different style arrow too. There. I mean, it's not meant to be massive, right? It's just a little movement, and you're like, oh, go into it, right? Well, let's take a look at it again. Right now, we have our thing is the arrow is 16. 20 width, 16 height. What if we made this half the size? Right, let's take out like that much. That may look weird, but let's do it anyways. Then we can take this, copy it, and we'll come here. And go 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we have 4, right? Let's run it. The arrow is a little slow. Let's speed up this to like 8. Okay. There. I mean, that's better. Right? Little arrow moving says go in it, basically. All right, let's work on some more enemies. Whatever this room is. This is our canvas size. So these are basically our level 1 enemies. I want something different for level 2. All right, let's see what type of enemies I have. Let's go here. All right, you can't quite see it, so almost. You're gonna be back in like 10 minutes. Okay. This might work. What about a guy like this? You're gonna fiddle around with an arrow for fun? Okay. I think we could do this, right? It's much bigger than it needs to be. So let's see if we can shrink this down a little bit. If I bring it down to like 40, how bad is that going to mess it up? That looks pretty bad. Yeah. That's not going to work. Wonder how's the best way to make a bigger image smaller. See if I just do this. That might work. You get a little fuzzy when we get in a little bit, but right now, he could be a little taller. He could be taller. That's all right. let's undo it. Let's try sprite size. What did I say? What was that? Was 104? All right. Well, let's copy. Yeah, I mean, it'll be all right. He's just going to be a bigger enemy, but he's a level 2, so I think that's okay. There. Now, the question is, do I need 12 frames for this? I don't think so, right? 1. You could probably skip that. We could just go there. So to go 1 to there. Oops. Stop that. Okay. Four and 5, I don't really need. 6, 7, 8. Let's go to 7. So to go 1, or from there to there. Okay. Then 7, 8. Yeah, we want 8. We want 9. And 10, 11, 12. So 9 to 10. Skip that one, and we'll do that one. Okay. That will be the new enemy. Let's bring it over, try to take a look at it. So SBR, about L2. No. Enemy. What number? How do I want to do the numbering? I think I ended on 11. So we'll pick it up, but let's put L2 at the end of it. 12, 12. All right. Let's give it a shot. What do we got? 4, 7, 7, and 7. But all right, there's the frame for that. So not white. All right. We're getting there, though. That needs to come up a little bit. This... Nope. I have them unevenly spaced. Bet we could fix it if I move one of these guys. Probably this one over just a little bit. All right, let's do that. This guy needs to come over just a little bit. Once we get them into the frame, then we will recenter them. Okay. Let's do that. Let's try see what that looks like. That's pretty close. That's good. Oh, nope, not right there. So back one. Let's put a little bit of there. Let's go with that. Then we'll adjust them inside the frames. Right? So this is going to be our first one, but we need him probably over. Okay. Let's drag him. I think he can go there. So then we'll come here. Right? 1, 2, 3. Oops. Two. All right, that's the attack. Maybe I did this wrong. I think I took the... He's not really walking. It's just attacking. let me see. I think we can mix in the attack with the walk. So this is the walking, right? It's a lot of animations, but one. How do we want to do this? Do we want it to look like it walks, hits, then goes back to walking? So we say this is 104 by 70. All right, we're going to try and take number 1. Let's put it above it. So, step 1. I think we're going to try to take like every other, whoops. Every other one. And that might be okay. One. We'll do that. 7. Dang it. Go there. 9. And no, that almost looks so 9, 13. Oh, we could do that. 9, 13, 16. Welcome back. How are you doing today? All right, so I think that'll work. All right, let's try to bring these in. And see what that looks like in the game. I didn't hear it. Did it launch? You decided to release your game. Excellent. But you're realizing multiplayer costs money. True. Multiplayer is tough. All right, let's take these. We're going to move them all the way to the beginning. Oops. Fine. There. All right. We're going to have to do this one by one because we already have the frame stuff set. Right? So we're going to take this.
Hello there.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Another happy landing.
Who came in? Jeepin. Hi, Jeepin. Good morning. Homeless, you're having a busy day. It's your fault. Yeah, of course it is. So, Goofy, you can't do much until you find a free service or stop being broke. I think I'm a little confused. So you decided to take your game and sell it, right? So you're going to go with it. But you can't design the multiplayer part of it, or you already have multiplayer in it and you're looking to be able to host it so that people can play it together, like play it, right? Is that what you're looking for? Like a hosting of your game so people could do multiplayer? Yeah, Homeless, you tell her. She's grounded. She needs to get back to sleep. She needs to go back to sleep. It's too early. Right? All right, let's do this. One, two. Goofy, you want to host multiplayer, but you're realizing to host it mostly costs money to run a server. True. Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, there's lots of ways to host things. Depending on the game size, you might be able to find some sort of hosting system. And Homeless, yeah, it's 11 a.m. Almost, not quite. Too early for your crap. Yeah, exactly. You tell her, go back to bed. She is going to be tired today if she does not. We were up late. We were up late. That's all. All right, let's take this one. Swap it over. Okay. That one's looking good. I mean, if you can use your PC to host somehow, that'd work, but you don't know if that's possible or the storage it takes. I mean, it's definitely possible, right? You set up a computer at your house as the host. It's the same thing as hosting regular game servers, right? Then all you got to make sure is your internet is stable to handle the increased download and upload speeds. The upload is the big one, right? So you got to increase that. Then you should be good to go. Host it on like a Linux server at home and you'll be fine. Those are options. You could do that. And you don't need anything fancy for the second computer. You just pick up another tower or whatever and run it. You don't need anything crazy on graphics in there at all because there's nothing for it to do. Also, yeah, but also you would want it to work to just not work if your PC is off. Well, you would have it on a separate PC, right? You don't want it. You don't want people accessing your computer all the time. One, for security, but two, because of the performance, right? So you want a separate computer in your house as the server. Make it a Linux server and you'll be good. But like I said, you don't need anything fancy as far as what it needs. Exactly. Good morning, Calvar. There we are. You would, because your computer would explode. Yes. Yeah, you don't want it on your main computer. You'll always want it set up on a separate server system. All right, so what are we doing? 5. Copy that, bring that one over. And like I said, you do not need anything fancy for a server, right? You don't need any big graphics on there. So that'll save you on that. But yeah, the last thing you want to do is set it to your home computer. Taller, you uploaded your Arrow version in Discord, general chat, and game dev. Excellent. Let me take a look at that. Yeah. Let me save that and we'll pull it up here in a minute and take a look at it. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to be on number 7, which I think is the last one anyways. Right? It is. All right, perfect. So we'll come in here. Place number 7. Did you hear that? This Minotaur is a little stinky. All right. This is going to be the animation of it. He's going to walk, hit, walk, hit, walk and attack, walk and attack. All right. I mean, that works fine, right? Okay, so most people use a plugin called Photon that runs about 20 CCU. I mean, there are ways to do it on your computer. I recommend not doing it on your computer though. Right? You don't want a host or the main server to be on your computer. Security reasons, performance, everything else. You're going to have people logging in and out of your computer that way. And Neri, good morning. Razi, you wish there was a good alternative to running true dual boot on the same hardware. Sure, there's Pro Max DE or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's not really what I personally want. At least you'd like to be able to quick swap between VMs, and that's clunky in Pro Max. Yeah. No, it's a service. Oh, okay, it's a service. All right, so it's not just on your computer. That would be good. Neri, you have a server literally in the clouds. Yes, flying server racks up in the clouds. So, what Goofy here is doing is trying to set up multiplayer for his game or for whatever your game. It is. He's looking, trying to figure out hosting, right? And that's what we're talking about. Yeah, and you don't think your game will ever pass 3 to 5 players, let alone 20. So you think you'll try to set it up. Okay. I mean, I think that would be fine. If you don't think, I mean, you can always expand it or change it later, right? NanoDev, welcome in. How you doing today? All right, let's take this guy. We're gonna make an enemy for him, so I can test him. He's not gonna be a level 2, but I mean, like, for the test. But you know, hey, we'll copy that. We'll make number 12 here. And let's go in there and check it. Homeless, for 20 bucks, you'll play the game. Which game are we talking about? All right. Let's wait for... Oh, wait. I did not do that right. Just because I made it doesn't mean it's in here. So it's not that enemy here. D. All right. We now have enemy 12, but I think what we'll do is copy that, turn this off. We're going to test it just with a whole bunch of enemy 12s. Right? Because I just want to see what it looks like. And that should be okay. What's going on here today? Well, there's a whole bunch of talk about servers and multiplayer in chat. I'm kind of working on some graphical designs of stuff, right? But what I am working on is a top-down shooter. It's a 3-month game challenge, so I'd like to challenge myself and try to create a game in 3 months. And this is kind of what we're messing with. So this is the menu page that I made yesterday afternoon. Come in here, be able to start. This will be a scenario, but it's not there yet, so obviously it's empty. You go in the portal to go to the next room. And the portals happen, and then all the enemies occur, right? So we're going to run around and try to see if I can look at these guys. I think it looks okay, right? So they walk, they attack. Although they're all doing the exact same motion, but we'll fix that later. Once you... Oh, I need to turn that off to see the overlay right now. Once we go there, we go into the new... Into here. This is our menu between the rooms. Right? You have weapons, you have items, we have a mini map. This stuff is obviously not here yet. This is the skill tree system. It's coming along. This morning, earlier, we worked on these portals that you just saw. So it looks a little more natural. I need to add variation into the monsters so that they're all set at different sprites when they come in, you know, but I think it's coming along. It's looking good. And that would be the first one for level 2, right? These are all level 1 enemies, smaller. This is level 2. So let me get caught up. All right. All right. Then you suggest going either virtualized route or container route, preferably where it creates a dedicated network driver that connects to the servers through that instead of the normal internet driver. So it's dedicated network to it, right? That sounds pretty good. For servers, Nano, for servers, AWS or Google Cloud usually have a free tier micro server, or you can digital ocean droplet for a more manual hacker feel for like $6 a month. Taller, by the way, he tried to make the arrow stretch when it starts and squish when it reaches farthest, but it looked super weird. No problem. All right. We're not going to save that. We're not going to save that. Let's work on this a little bit. I think my chains need mixing, right? So I got, what, 5 links over here, 3 here. I have it offset a little bit over there. I don't know. I think if we take a light gray, like this. Maybe make it 2 pixels. I need to see that better. So all right, let's try. Oops. That at 2 pixel. 2 pixel might be too much for it. I'm just trying to make my chain link stand out a little bit. There we are. You go there. All right, that should work, right? Let's grab the purple. The purple in there. Arwen. Okay. Let's do that as well. So, Flank. Oh, good morning. You like AWS and Google as well for replicating nodes. If you build right, they can be small and grow based times usage. You also tested some DreamHost cloud servers. They are cheap and you can spin them up without a lot of knowledge. AWS does require you to be familiar with servers. Tutorials help, but they can't solve problems. True. Homeless, your computer temps started reading in Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, so you panicked when you saw 98 degrees. True. You don't know how it changed or why, but you need to change it back or you're going to have a mini heart attack every time you turn your PC on. Possibly. Yeah. Like, you tested a couple multiplayer games, but never really finished any of them. Gotcha. Taller, you've tested WoW for about 18 years. You haven't finished it yet either. Yeah, exactly. I spent I don't know, 5-6 hours yesterday, at least, playing World of Warcraft. I got back into it after taking a number of months off, probably like 6, 7, because the new expansion comes out on next Monday. And we're excited for that. So on this next break, I will be taking a little break, like a little beer right back, to handle uncovering Arwen. Because she is making noise and wants to be uncovered. It's mostly because she heard Deepin walking around. And she's like, I want to be there, right? However, seriously, you would go the cheap free micro server setups and then a home server. True. Quick suggestion, throw in. How about only making the gray to the left and down to simulate shadows? We could do that. What do I need here? I need to capture the purple, and we'll do that. All right. Well, the only way we're going to find out is, crap. Do that. Oops. Now I got to delete this. And here, and there, and up here. Okay. Oh. Right there as well. Let's take it, copy it. Let's bring it back over into here. Where do I have the menu? Here it is. Edit this. And let's run it and take a look at see what it looks like. home servers, in your honest opinion, should be for internal use, like a movie server. Yes, for ripped content you can watch. Yeah. Homeless, you fixed the crisis, so it's averted. Excellent. And ads are going to go off in about, I don't know, 30 seconds here or so. When they do, I'm going to need to take a B rate back so I can uncover the bird, and we'll get it. All right. While it's here, Taller, what do you think of your idea? You want me to send you the Sprite? Sure. It's nothing fancy. Nope, I left it in general chat. Hold on. Let's think. Actually, yeah, I'll just put it there. Go ahead and download it from that. All right. Like I said, ads should be going off here any moment. As soon as they do, I am going to take a B rate back, and then we'll get to it. I kind of like the shadow on the left here, but we'll play more with it when I get back. I will see everybody shortly. Hang tight. We're back. Can I help you? The animals get jealous of each other, right? If we give R1 attention, Sophie starts getting wanting attention, right? Panuch, good morning. And thank you for the Sophie treats. So now, what she is begging for, why doesn't it always work? There we are. All right. We have a close-up of Sophie. Yes? All right. There it goes. You're late. Good morning. I don't know. You're still good. It's only 9 o'clock. So, I mean, right? Yeah. In one word. Oof. Yes. All right. Let's do this. Panuch, you are on a 20 stream streak. I think it's the highest yet. A wolf. A wolf? Yes, wow. 20 stream streak. That's really that's pretty good. I appreciate you hanging out. Homeless, you're at 18. Uh-oh. You guys are racing. Right? And Flank, you're trying to stop tweaking your game so much so you can launch before the end of the month, possibly. Excellent. You got to put down the hard stop sometimes. Be like, you know what? This is good. This is good. And then just go with it. Because you can't always continue with stuff, right? All right, if I'm doing shadow, what did we think of that? Let me go back to it. Uh-oh, there's bribing going on now. Panuch, he'll give you $20 if you miss the next stream. I mean, 20 is a lot, though, Homeless. 20 is a lot. All right, what if we took it and not covered all the angles, but maybe just the sides? Do we think that would look good? I guess we can try it. So let's go back to doing like a dark color around the edges. Oh, that's, yeah. Is that the fill? Contour tool. That should be it. No, that's not it. Where did my drop go? Oh, there it is. Paint bucket. All right. Let's take it and look at it like this. Because we want it to look more just like the shadow stuff, right? So now we're going to draw our line. Is that a chain? Yes. It is. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to put a highlight to it, like almost like a little bit of a shadow to help the links stand out a little bit. like that. And then here, I need this color. And I think we will stick just to the left side of it, of the chains, right? All right. There. So now we have that. On this side, though, we're going to want oh, the gray to be on the left side. This needs to be black in there. Okay. So now we'll grab this tool, we'll grab that color, and they're going to be on the right-hand side. Did I do the links? I did. So go 1, 2, 3, little link, big link. Oops. All right, let's put that there on the side of the link. All right. I think it'll be all right. We need to do this. So we need purple. Whoops. Purple. Delete. All right, let's copy this. Let's take it in here. And do that. There. Now, let's run it and see what it looks like in the game. Okay, should be showing now. It's subtle, but I think I like it. Right? It gives the chain links just a little bit of blend, like they stand out just a little bit with the light system. Right? If I didn't have the light system, it would be okay, but with the light, it works. All right, chat. What do we think? Taller, you keep working on it and show you what yours looks like when it's done. Excellent. Looks cool. Okay. Then that works. It works. Who changed our avatar? Who's the big walking around skeleton? All right, I think it looks good, right? The escape, which is currently only being drawn onto, it's not part of it. I think I will eventually make it part of the art, like the actual sprite here. Yeah. Let's close it. Let's bring it up here. Let's make a new layer. Oops. All right, let me lock, turn, do that. Let's try this again. I'm not very good at doing the text on here. The escape. That's what we're calling it. Should probably make this a little bigger. Let's make it like 48. I think it looks okay, right? So let's take that. So now we'll just copy the words and we'll bring it over into here. Just make a new layer with it and paste it on. How's that look? So when we start it, yeah. Okay. That looks all right. Let's turn off our system menu. Come down in here. Where's my title? Right here. Let's turn that off. Homeless has a whole book of stuff that he keeps like that. It's right beside him. He just keeps it for reference. The button needs some work, but I think it's all right. The book is called Your Brain. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, here's an idea. What if we took the same gray on the chains, but put it on the bottom of the parchment here. Oh, okay. We need a couple things turned back on. We need this. And that. So that should be all right. Now let's stop it, turn it back on, and I think the button will be a little fixed. You're liking the title screen? Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there, right? It gives you a moment to look. The game's just called The Escape. And it's coming along. So my question, though, was what do we think if we want like the same gray that we're using to highlight the chains on the bottom here to give the parchment a little depth of shadow? I mean, I guess we could see what it looks like real fast. I'll just come in here and do it. Grab this, do this. Let's fill in the background with like purple or not. Wrong layer. Let's do it there. All right. That should help me see it. And we have it at 1 pixel. We wanted it 2 pixel. I think 2 pixel. There we are. You could expand on the game and have items they have to get to make the final escape. True. Things you have to find, right? You're not going to be able to open maybe the last door or whatever because you don't have them. We could do that. That might be a cool idea. And it gives you a reason to continually have to try different rooms, right? All right, let's run it and see what that bottom looks like. Nice. Okay. So we now have it saying the escape. We have a start button there. I think start looks fine. It has a hover to it. We have highlighting on the chains and highlight on the chains. And then we have highlight across the bottom of this. So, Janet, how do we like our intro look? Cool. All right. Can you check what version, what your version looks like? You tried shadows. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I see what you did. Okay, so you tried adding shadows like here on the bottom as well. Oh, yeah, I can see with the bottom there kind of gives it a different shadow look to it, right? Yeah, nice. It gives it depth. Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a gander. Let's go back to this, right? We're going to layer 1. Let's make a new layer with it, right? How about a new layer? And I need this layer. There, we're going to make this layer on the bottom. And we're going to fill it with a dark color. Like that. Oh, you sent the sprite files? Nice. All right. So the difference. All right. Oh, we have a. I didn't put it up there. We have a new whiteboard now. Web whiteboard link there. Been good. Okay. Now we have a whiteboard. All right, let's open up yours. Where did I put that? Download. There we go. All right. So that is your shadow to it, right? And that's what you have. You actually have a shadow versus the highlight of the of a gray. All right. Let's to make it see what we like. Let's do a copy here, right? This doesn't actually. Okay. Oh, you have it on different layers. Shit. All right, I guess I have to, let me flatten this. Because it's the only way I know how to get copy them all at once. And we'll undo it, but like. And then in here, we'll edit this. We'll make another layer. Lock this one, turn it off. Those are pretty close. Okay. That'll work. Let's start it with that. and see what we think. Oh, you are. I see what you mean. There we go. All right, so that's it with the shadow that you have. Yeah, they're at black 50. Well, I could. True. I think let me close this. We're going to try something here. Not this. I want this. We're going to turn off that just for a moment, right? Yeah. I gotcha. Let's run it. I don't want the thing there. I'm just going to do a screenshot of the whole background. Like this. Then we're going to close this. We're going to come in here. We'll make a new layer, right? And we're going to put this at the bottom. If it lets me. There we go. Okay. So that's what it looks like with the background. This is probably an easier way to do it, right? We're also going to do the same thing here. We'll get rid of this purple. Oh, that is on its layer. Okay, so we're just going to delete that. We'll paste that in like we were. That way we have it on both ones, and I can try to figure it out. There we are. Okay. So that's kind of what we're looking at, right? Is either like that style or that one. Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it and try to figure out which one I'm going to go with. But let's. Oh wait, I need to come back in here. I need to come in here. We need to turn one of these on, so we're going to turn that one on. Then we're kind of we don't have to worry about that one for a little while, right? Let's try to figure out some more enemy stuff. So let me move that file you made into the art top down. I'll put it here, right? So it'll be inside the one. Actually, here, we'll just save it. Banner. We're going to save it into top down. So where'd it go? Oh, I was inside here. And then top down. Okay. There we go. All right, it's saved. Let's try to see what we have, what other things we have for some enemies right now. This is the tedious part. Right? So, what else do I got? I have this guy. This one looks pretty nice. And once we shrink it down to size, I think it'll be okay, right? But this is kind of what its movement looks like. It does have an attack, I think. Walking. Oh, does it have a cast a spell? It does cast a spell. Let's do attacking. We could do a combination of this, just like we did with the other one. So it will be the walk and the attack, all part of the same one. And I think that would work well with this. Right? All right, let me check a couple messages here. Okay. I think this is probably a good spot. It looks like I need to jump on work for a little bit today. This is probably a good spot. I'll worry about this stuff later. And we'll come back to it. So I think it was good. I like working on stuff. I think we got the we got one of the enemies done. We have some work that we started on the main, like the menu look, and that's okay. But yeah, I think this will be it for today. Like I said, I'm going to jump on work probably for about 2 hours here and try to get a couple things done that we need for like a deadline. But let's see who's out there. So Who do we want to visit today? Oops. All right. Let's visit Granger. All right. That'll be good. We're gonna go visit Granger and see what he's up to. He's about 21 days away from his release stuff. So it'll be good, right? Anyways, I appreciate everyone for being here. This will be the last stream for me until Saturday, and then we'll get back to things. Now, later today at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, it's almost 10 now. Jeepin will have her cooking stream, and she does some great stuff, right? So today is going to be a lasagna with like garlic bread, and then also doing Jello shots. So it'll be good stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and log off, and like I said, I'm gonna jump on to doing some work for about 2 hours, and then I'll be back to work on some of this stuff. Anyways, I appreciate everyone. I hope you have a great day. Yeah, just send me what you got, and I'll check it out. And I will see everyone later. And don't forget, Jeepin is doing her cooking stream today at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And that's it. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Let's go ahead and say hi to Granger and see what he's got coming up. Bye now.